Can't see a thing. Okay. So I'm just going to speak to you just for a little while. I'm not going to preach a sermon, but I am going to draw out a few things really. And I've called it Who Cares? And it's quite emotive when you say who cares, because when I was young and I was told to do something and I didn't want to do it, and my mum said, well, you know what's going to happen, I used to shrug my shoulders and say, who cares? Okay. But it is also a question, isn't it? Who cares? We've just sung a song about God holding us in his hands. That is a sand sculpture. Someone posted it on Facebook of hands holding a little baby. So who cares? God has us in his hands. Let's have the next one then. Okay, so I've just said, sometimes people use the word care and they say, well, I don't care, or I don't care. We also, next one, we also talk about TLC. I don't know, the people that use the letters TLC, I don't know sometimes that they actually know what TLC stands for, but it sounds good, doesn't it? That person needs some TLC, some tender, loving care. Okay, next one. As parents, we're always saying to our children, be careful. And whether they're little and they could trip up on something, or whether they're teenagers and beyond, we talk about, we say to them, be careful what you do, okay? We also use the word care because we might say that some people and ourselves might be careless, okay? We do things that put ourselves into trouble because we are careless. The next one. We also might talk about the word carefree. Some of you with small children are definitely not carefree. You've got a lot on your plate. But believe you me, when they get to this age, you're not carefree either. And there's always something, some advice, some support that you have to give. So we talk about carefree. I don't know that there's anybody in this world that is carefree, but I suppose we'd like to think about it. Next one. Okay, so let's move on. Who takes care of us? And we've got a nice picture here of a mum taking care of a baby. Baby's not crying. Baby's just sitting there on mum's lap. Mums take care of children. Dads take care of children. And as we've heard from Catherine, grandmas take care of children as well. Okay. Next one. We might be responsible for our mums. You know, we are grown up, but we might have mums that need to be cared for. And it's a very strange thing that we start out and they care for us. And then at some point or other, we end up having to care for them. So caring for our mums. Next one. If you trust your children to playgroups, to schools, teachers, teaching assistants, take care of our children. Okay, next one. Also, you know, care homes and carers that come into our homes to look after people, they take care. The next one, doctors, okay, nurses, all those people that if we've got an issue, we need them to take care of us, okay. So let's move on to the next thing, which is a bit strange, but here you go. I have got a bottle of shower gel. Now, I'm not insinuating anything this morning. I know we've got the windows open, but I've got a bottle of shower gel, and it's Cussons, and it's called Carex, okay? Carex. And if you look at the blurb on it, it says it cleans, it cares, and it protects. That's the strap line. If you buy this, or if you're persuaded to buy it, it's because it cleans, it cares, and it protects. And I thought, well, on the end of care, it's got an X. And sometimes if we see an X, us teachers, readily put X's on, red ones, if children have got something wrong. Actually, Mel's going to say to me now that they don't use red pens anymore in school. They use green ones. They use every other thing to disguise the fact that maybe a child has not quite got the answer right. So we see crosses. I mean, when we order stuff online, we think we've got everything just so, and we're just about to press the send thing, pay our money, and then it all comes up in red in the screen because we haven't filled a particular box in properly. So we're used to crosses to show that we have done something wrong. The next one. But also, a cross like that shows that we are loved. And I've got three, just put that there for a minute. I've got 3 Mother's Day cards this morning. Nice one with a butterfly on, okay. It's got 3 kisses in it from Josh, okay. I've got a lovely one here. Marvelous Mum, 3 kisses from Hannah, okay, another one. And then this one, there always has to be one. Happy Mother's Day, with a horrible picture of me on the front. But inside, even though it is a Moonpig card, okay, it's a Moonpig card, it says, to Mum, Happy Mother's Day, love from Dan, kiss, kiss, kiss. So although we're thinking about crosses maybe for something you've done wrong, it can also mean that you are loved. Next one, okay, a different sort of cross. Okay, coming up to Easter, and we think about the cross that Jesus died on. And actually, this cross shows us how much Jesus cared for us, because all the wrong things that we do, all those crosses, those red crosses where we have fallen short of the mark, God showed his love for us by Jesus going to the cross and dying for all those bad things that we have done wrong. And the next one, the last slide here, there's a Bible verse which many of you, even if you're not used to regularly reading your Bible or being in church, this is one that you would know. God so loved the world that he gave his only son, so that everyone who believes in him won't perish, but will have eternal life. And that's taken from the book of John. So we do things wrong. We do get crosses, but we also receive God's love through a very different sort of cross, that cross that Jesus went to on our behalf. Okay, the music group are going to come up and for our second song.